popular new Netflix series is earning extra cash for convicted killer Steven Avery and some of his supporters.
Some say that should not be legal. The I-Team's Eric Ross is here with how Avery and some other convicted killers are making money from their crimes.
Good evening. Convicted killers and their supporters are making thousands of dollars. There are laws that are supposed to prevent this from happening, but we uncovered how they are written does not address what we're about to show you. They are the faces we remember, but victims' families try hard to forget.
Being a mother of a murdered son, I don't like seeing it on TV all the time.
Barb Prevort's son John was murdered back in 1996.
They'll never know what kind of a person he was and how special he was.
Barb is now an advocate for parents whose children were murdered. As if the crime itself isn't painful enough, some of those memories just keep coming back. Sentimental items and other merchandise related to serial killers flood the internet. Victims' advocates dub it murderabilia. From a lock of Charles Manson's hair to a Jeffrey Dahmer signed greeting card.
That makes me very upset and very mad. I mean, why are they making money off of our loss?
Most recently, Steven Avery merchandise is making the rounds online. Avery was convicted of murdering Teresa Halbach in 2005. Etsy is an online marketplace for handmade items. Here you could find Avery t-shirts, bracelets, and stickers. Some of the listings promise to give money back to Avery.
I don't think it's right that the survivors should have to go out there and see all this stuff on the internet or see people buying all this stuff. That just re-victimizes the survivors to no end.
Just like most of the nation, I got involved heavily in the Netflix series, binge watching it.
We tracked down one seller listing this Steven Avery Valentine's Day card that reads, "I'm guilty of loving you."
Usually when I'm a fan of a program, the way I express my fandom is through cards.
Unlike other sellers, Laura has made it clear none of the money from the 2,000+ cards she sold on Etsy will go to Avery or his family.
In the case of Steven Avery, I feel like his face should be in the media because, in my opinion, they didn't prove anything beyond a reasonable doubt.
That opinion was formed based on Making a Murderer, a Netflix docuseries about Avery. Prosecutors claim the documentary's producers left out key evidence they say proves Avery is guilty. Regardless, Son of Sam laws were created to prevent convicted killers from profiting off their crimes. But the law only addresses making money off a movie or book.
As it currently stands, it is not illegal to sell any of this kind of murder memorabilia. Whether it's ethical or morally right is a completely separate question.
Laura says this is the only Steven Avery card she's made, saying that card making for her is a hobby, not a business. Advocates like Barb say, hobby or not, there should not be a market to sell items belonging to or resembling killers.
I think it should be outlawed.
Crime victim advocates in other states have tried to ban the sale of murderabilia without success, but we learned eBay no longer allows the sale of these items on its site. If they find them there, they will remove the listing.
So we get these Son of Sam laws that say you can't make a book, you can't make a movie for profit off your crime. Why can't lawmakers shut down the rest of this stuff, the t-shirts?
Good question. You think it'd be legal, but here's the deal. You're dealing with freedom of speech, and that's where this factor comes into play. At what point can you ban someone from making t-shirts or selling their own stuff? And some of this stuff, guys, selling for thousands of dollars. So there's a market for it, but if I had a few $1,000s, I think I'd buy a television set, not a lock of Charles Manson's hair.
It's really just disgusting, really, when you just think about it, Eric.
It does.
Really
it does re-victimize the victims all over again.
Okay. Thank you very much for that.